it's Tabitha. I'm back and it is time to shine 365. Now, I like to sparkle in there too, so there's going to be lots of that in most of my videos because, well, what is life without a little fun and sparkle? So I am going to do something super quick to show you guys. If you are not a makeup person, which I know many females that aren't, I'm going to show you a quick color correcting and then just a little bit of bronzer and illuminator to kind of just give it a little bit of a warmth look. So you don't have to spend hours and tons of time doing something to give yourself a little bit of color and a little bit of boost. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is color correct because, well, I need it. I've got rosy red cheeks. I've got definitely some baggage under my eyes, and we're going to color correct that super quickly, and then we're going to do some bronzer and illuminator just to kind of warm up a little. All right, so I have some browns and purples under my eyes, as you can see. So I'm going to go in with some pink, which generally I will usually just use my finger, but my pink is a little kind of empty. So I'm going to use just a little brush like this. But what I love is I'm using Saint right now. And what I love about Saint is you can just use your fingers. You can use brushes, you can use fingers, you can do whatever, however you want to try to put it on. But I'm going to put some pink over on this outer because that is definitely where more of the brown is for me. We're just going to put some under here. You can also use your brightener or concealer, which I will definitely show a full face at some point. But right now, for anyone that's just like, I don't really want that kind of look, we're going to just not do that yet. I'm going to use some orange because that's going to help cancel out my purples. So basically with color correction, you're going to use your color wheel and whatever color you're trying to cover up, like red, you're going to go with like a green because that's going to help neutralize. Purple is yellows, oranges, that kind of thing. You can see like it's pretty orange. We're just going to tap that in a little bit. All right, and then I have this beautiful blush and bronzer brush. You can kind of just blend it in under. Now, I will say I've still got some there, so we need to add a little bit more for me. Color correcting is still something I'm learning, but I know the concept of it, so that's half the battle, I think. It's knowing the concept, and then the other half is practice. All right, wow, that already looks better. All right, I'm actually going to use my brush to do the orange too, looks like. And that is going to be better for me. But know that you can do it without a brush. Okay, so before I blend that, I'm also going to come in and do some covering of my redness just to kind of like make it a little more even. So I'm using a color called Aspen. It's basically like a greenish brown. It is a contour color. But you're going to put that on, which we're going to use our brush again, because why not? No, that's not working for me. Sorry. See? Told you I'm a hot mess. But you're basically just going to put it in those areas that you need some extra coverage. Now, you can always go over top of this with a main color, but I'm going to do something super simple today and just do bronzer and illuminator. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of buff this out a little bit with my blush and bronzer brush. So you can see I've kind of lightened that up a little. I don't take all the red out of my cheeks only because I do like that like little natural look that I get just from being rosy. Okay, so next up we are going to do some blush and bronzer, or bronzer and illuminator. I've got Bella bronzer and some rose gold here. Now, when you are bronzing, you want to make sure you just hit the spots where the sun's going to naturally hit. Okay? Cheeks, tip of your nose, forehead, and your chin, because those are going to stick out the most and grab the sun the most. All right, so this is just to warm us up. This isn't to contour, to sculpt, or anything like that. It's just to give us a little bit of warmth and maybe bring some life to us, especially if we're kind of just fake it to our making it. This is going to help. So the first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to put just a little bit of illuminator with my finger right up here. So this is just going to allow the sun to kind of catch that light. I'm going to put a little bit right here, a little down my nose. So you can see that it's already kind of like bringing your focus like right to the middle of my face, which is what I like, because, you know, I got these chubby cheeks. I'd rather people be looking at my eyes than my cheeks. But that's just me. All right, so then what I like to do is I like to take the fluffiest side of my blush and bronzer, sorry, this one, and I like to kind of tap it in to both at the same time and then just twirl it and do it like this. Now, with cream makeup, you do not have to swipe. You don't want to swipe, matter of fact, because that will give you way too much. So you can see I've got some on there. I'm just going to, like I said, kind of go over my forehead, give me some sun, the tip of my nose. And if you don't feel like you've got enough, obviously you can go to what you like. But for now, we just want to add just a little bit of color. We just want to look like, you know, we just came out, we're sun-kissed. We're having a great day. And that's all. So if that's all you want to do, because that's easy, boom, you're done. Now I'm going to pop on a little bit of lip and cheek, because why not? I can use the same color for my lips and my cheek. As you can see, I'm just using my finger. Put a little bit. Not that I really need to add any red to myself, but I do like it, you know, just to bring some color up my cheeks. And I use the smaller side just to kind of blend it up, and then I'm done. Like, that's it. So easy. Anyone can do it, and it's not much. You're done. And I just love that you can just walk out the door like this. So I'm super happy you joined me. Hopefully you'll join me again, and I'm going to try to make my videos even shorter, but I like to talk. So yeah, we'll try next time. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great week, and I can't wait for y'all to join me again. Don't forget to be awesome and have a wonderful week. Bye.